I have a lot of people who are international, and these may be international students. They may have had work experience internationally, and their questions are: do you have any suggestions or strategies for these international students or working professionals from foreign countries on how to work with a recruiter such as yourself, or how to break into the U.S. Data science market?
So in your scenario, are the foreign students in the United States at university,
Yeah, I think
or are
that's.
they
I thought.
literally outside of the United States?
No, I think it's foreign students at U.S. universities, or people with foreign professional work experience.
Okay. So, interestingly enough, I would say about 80 to 90%, believe it or not, of the data scientists I speak to are foreign students,
Wow. Okay.
or they have their green card now. You know what I mean? If it's
Hmm.
more experience, but if it's younger, and I have done a couple placements in the last year where they were PhD students that are on OPT, and actually, we just did a data analyst too that was on OPT. So, really, at the end of the day, the recruiting's the same. I'm just looking for the right talent, and then when it gets down to it, I just need to know that my client has the capability to deal with the immigration, the visas, and can wait if there's a delay. For example, in two cases, we had two a data scientist and a data analyst, same company, got the offer. They were on OPT. They graduated. Then they applied for their EAD card. The EAD card is supposed to maybe come in 30 days. It's closer to 90, and that's very common right now, apparently. And there's a lot of stress and nervousness about would the client wait? And the answer is, in my case, is yes, they will. But you want to be sure, and as a recruiter, I want to be sure like my client is willing to wait on that delay. And like, so even before like we start the recruiting process, I'm asking my client, can I get on OPT or H-1B if they're in their career? And if the answer is yes, then I'm like, okay, then how long are you willing to wait if there's a delay in paperwork or something like that? And so we get that clarity is up front. And so when I'm speaking to a candidate, I'm able to communicate that. And so the short of it is like process is process for them. They're stuck with the immigration process of they're on OPT, and then they have to get their EAD card, and then they get H-1B, and then they're applying for their green card. And it's either clients are capable and willing to handle that or not. And I would say for them just to be clear to the recruiter about what the status is. I'm on OPT. I have 24 months, or if it's a little later in their career, I'm on H-1B, and it expires in 3 years or 2 years, 2.5 years, or whatever it is. Just being upfront with your recruiter, whether it's an internal recruiter or an external agency recruiter like myself, we just want to know the situation, and we'll work with that to the extent that we can, and we're if we're not working with you, we're going to tell you why, and it's never our decision. It's always the client's decision, and we're kind of at their mercy. So, I would say, there's nothing really different for them other than when they do their search, they want to probably lean towards spending more time on larger clients that have the more resources to either get visas up front or to process those visas, having their own immigration lawyers and so forth. And you do get smaller companies will certainly go through the process, but they're going to be way more picky on who they'll go the extra mile for, to go through the process, to go through the delay. If they can, they'd rather probably not do that. So, if I'm a foreign student, I'm just doing everything here quicker, and I'm probably leaning on larger companies, and I'm probably approaching hiring managers who are from a similar country, similar degree background, connection again, so because they can relate to you, and where you can use that, you want to use that. So it's just a little bit more difficult, but I think for the STEM graduates, masters or PhD, you get a long time on OPT, so usually there's not a lot of headaches other than the EAD card that can sometimes be delayed, and so it's just a little bit of a tactical difference, not much.